Hello everyone, welcome back to Joe Micros here. In today's video, I'm going to show you the simplest way that I can build a time series analysis in Google Earth Engine. So it's very simple for you to build a time series analysis, and then we are going to take the threads one after the other and explain what each means before you can build your time series analysis. And you are going to visualize the chart. That's the NDVI time series analysis, rainfall time series analysis, and then we have land surface temperature time series analysis. So first of all, you need to load your data, that is your assets here. So here you can see I have loaded my assets here. So I have my my assets here, and then I have displayed my assets here. So here you can see it's showing in a red color. So if I click on run, you will see my shapefile here. So this is my shapefile, you can see it here. All right, so the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to deal with our NDVI time series analysis. And so in our NDVI time series analysis, the first thing that you are going to see, so let me explain this one to you first. So here we have map center object. So the map center object is we are going to zoom into our map or our study area, and then we have map add layer. So we are going to display our area boundary on the map. Then we have our NDVI time series analysis. So here you can see I have an image collection Landsat. So we are using collection 2 level 2 here, and then you can see we have our study area here, and then we have our dates, and then we have cloud cover. So here the collection Landsat image, and then we have and it's only within our study area from 2018 to 2023 with cloud cover less than 20 here. So here we can change it from 20 to 15. If you want to change it, we can make it 10. It depends on your area, how the image is available for you. So this one you can change it to less. And then we have our NDVI for each year. So here you can see we have our NDVI, that is band 5 and band 4. So band 5 is near infrared and band 4 is red, which we use to calculate for NDVI. Then we have our scale. We have we will multiply this by this, and then we subtract the negative 0.2, and then we have okay, so this is our NDVI here. So here we have our NDVI, and we all know NDVI formula is near infrared minus red, all divided by near infrared plus red. So after that, then we are going to create our NDVI chart. So here you can see we have chart.image series. So here's where we are going to create our NDVI charts, and then after that, then we add our rainfall. So the same thing applies to rainfall. We set our year, and then we filter the months or the years that we want to use. So here too you can see the date and everything here. And then if you come here, we have our rainfall. That's the title, rainfall time series. So if I open the chart, you are going to see the title there. Then we have our dates. So and then we have our LST time series. So we are using LST day in 1 kilometer here. So here too you can see all the charts that I'm saying here. So it's very simple for you to build time series analysis in Google Earth Engine to display the trend of various indices or various variables. So here I have rainfall, LST, and then NDVI. So here we are going to run it again and see how these values portrays, or these values and how the trend look in Baton Rouge. So here you can see I have I'm using this study area as Baton Rouge in Louisiana. So here you can see this is my study area here. So that is Baton Rouge in Louisiana. And then here you can see this is the asset here. So you can see the Baton Rouge here. Okay, so let's run it and see the result that you are going to get. Alright, so here you can see the study area is small. So here we can change it to 10. So let's change this one to 10, and then run it again. Okay, so now you can see my study area has been zooming. So now let's go and click on the charts and then see. So the first one is NDVI time series here. So if you look at the console, you see all your chart there. Okay, so let's click here. Alright, so here you can see we have our NDVI time series analysis here. And then we have 3 ways. You can download it in CSV, where you are going to get all the values, and then if you want to change the chart, you can change it. You can download it in SVG, or you can download in PNG image. So here we have our NDVI ranges from 0.1 to 0.6 here, and then we have the years here. So here is the month that we what do we call it, we filter. So here we are using May, and then we are using June, and then we are using September. So you can see we have our May, June, and September. So that's the month that we filter here, and then the same thing apply to rainfall here. So rainfall too, you can see the trend of rainfall, that is the same. So May, June, and September for the whole year. So we have 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. All right, so we have our rainfall time series here, and then the last one is our LST time series. So our LST time series ranges from -10 to 14. So 40 is the highest LST, or the highest land surface temperature. So you can see the variation from the years. So from 2018 here, and then if you put the cursor on the chart, you're going to see the values for January 17th 2018. We have all the years. So if you put the cursor on it, you are going to display all the LST. So here you can see the LST drop in February 10th 2021 to -4.754. Right, so that is the simplest way to display time series analysis in Google Earth Engine. So thank you very much for your attention, and then please don't forget to subscribe, share, and like, and if you have any comment, you leave it in the comment section. Thank you very much for your attention.